The Automated Treasury. Lido just permanently fired its Human Treasury Committee and replaced it with a smart contract. On August 8th, the Lido DAO finalized the activation of NEST, a deterministic on-chain engine that automatically intercepts the protocol's staking revenue and routes it directly to decentralized exchanges. Once revenue crosses a $40 million annual baseline, the protocol systematically swaps 50% of the surplus into its own native token. It completely removes the need for governance forums, manual execution, or human oversight. And the actual rails it uses to execute these transactions reveal a major shift in decentralization strategy. MEV-Protected Routing. To pull this off without getting exploited by arbitrage bots, NEST executes these daily conversions exclusively through CowSwap. The contract is hard-coded with strict parameters, a $50,000 daily execution limit, and a $10 million annual ceiling. Interestingly, the DAO scrapped an earlier plan to automatically pair these acquired tokens with staked Ethereum in a liquidity pool. Instead, it launched in Treasury-only mode. Every token acquired via CowViewSwap is deposited straight back into the DAO treasury. It functions as a closed loop, taking surplus cash flow and permissionlessly accumulating the protocol's own governance asset without requiring a single signature from a multi-sig signer. And this transition from discretionary management to hard-coded execution signals a fundamental change in protocol engineering. The end of manual governance. The era of the DAO Governance Committee manually debating treasury allocations is coming to an end. The activation of the NEST engine proves that human oversight is simply too slow, too political, and too vulnerable to market sentiment to efficiently manage protocol cash flows at scale. By replacing discretionary token acquisitions with a strict CowViewSwap routing contract, Lido is now treating its economic policy exactly like its underlying validator infrastructure, as immutable code that runs without human intervention. When the DAO deliberately abandoned the liquidity pool strategy in favor of a direct treasury return, it signaled that predictable, heavily audited execution is now more valuable than complex financial yield engineering. The real implication for developers and analysts is that protocol revenue can no longer be parked in static addresses waiting for a vote. Capital efficiency requires automation. The specific indicator to watch over the next 2 quarters is the migration pattern of other top-tier decentralized finance protocols, tracking exactly how many deprecate their own treasury multi-signature wallets in favor of deterministic revenue routing contracts. Subscribe for more.